Hello, welcome back to another Super Odopets ranked video. No one in the lobby, but as you may immediately discover, almost like it's magic, like time travel per se, the lobby is full enough to justify continuing. It's usually pretty reasonable though, all things considered. 7 out of 8 is fine. What's this weekly about? It's about just surviving until you reach the end. By the end, I mean this is like a very there's exactly two things you need to be specifically concerned about. Number one, woodpecker mid game destroys. Number two, save your levels to get pretty much anything over here. Okay, I should decide what to do in this though. Running this seems logical. Maybe this is even more logical actually, so that the chance of buffing this is actually guaranteed. Win potentially, I'll be an uncertain planet like Pluto was back before it was removed. And my decision to put the ant at the front is vindicated immediately. By the way, Pluto should be a planet. It's just, you know, society conspires against you sometimes. What can you really do in that situation? Nothing but may as well buff you since you're gonna level. If you're gonna level, if anyone's going to level, it's gonna be you. We should have probably rolled for levels, but you know what? The slow roll, the slow burner is probably a more accurate tactic this week, considering the fact that you don't really care about level here. You do maybe for the woodpecker early, because the woodpecker early does kind of change your life. Like, maybe not in real life, but definitely in this video game. When was that? That was a while ago, right? The era of the internet where pronouncing things wrong intentionally was really funny. Like, how long ago was that now? It's been so long. None of these are really what I'm interested in. I would accept purchasing a Dohead Ant. And I wouldn't even be that mad at this, to be honest with you. Ideal outcome is that you are not buffed. Honestly, ideal outcome is this. Because then you buff yourself, you can get buffed, and then you go out up front, and maybe this combination somehow does something, but I'm not so concerned with losing now, you know? Because these losses don't actually mean anything for the longevity of my team. Whereas in other weeklies, you need to adapt what losses mean something, you know, or when which losses mean something and when. That's a better way of phrasing it, wholeheartedly and holistically, you know. Like, I don't know what you do with the order there, but it was not right. We scrape a win thanks to the ant. I mean, we'll take it. None of this is exactly what I'm looking for. No, I'm just gonna roll. I mean, I'm not gonna refuse that either. Setting up a level, setting up 2 levels. This is honestly, like, we got technically quote unquote this is unlucky, right? But actually, I think this is lucky because of like, it's like the kind of, it's like B tier luck, you know? Sometimes you're happier to have your plan B turn out successful than your plan A, because your plan A is like so ambitious that it might fail just on the premise of being plan A. Does that make sense? You ever like be too successful? Is that a phrase or a concept of things that happen to people? Probably, right? That's to suffer from success, you know. DJ Khaled. What does he do exactly, DJ Khaled? Does he just yell? Because I have no clue what he actually is, like, a member of or otherwise affiliated by. Does he make music? By the way, we're still not losing somehow through all of this. Give me that. I would immediately get a scalar. I would sell you. And I would immediately get another scalar. This is absolutely crazy. It's not even worth it to get the woodpecker, to be honest, but I mean, the problem is with the woodpecker here is that if someone else is running a woodpecker pineapple, this squad is just absolutely annihilated and dead. You know, like, it stands no chance if that's the combo that we'll have to deal with, but actually no way, because I'm scaling, so it won't be so bad. So having you at the front is actually perfectly fine. Yeah, these guys are gonna get real supercharged. See, this is like the alternate route to the woodpecker in the mid game, right? Well, of course, I did get delusionally lucky by getting both penguins, or unlucky depending on if you wanted something else. I don't know what you could have potentially chosen otherwise. There's a few options, you know. Maybe the mantis has power. You lucky. You are so lucky that you perfectly snapped my door head. Listen, that's not happening twice, let me tell you, because that's garlic and it's getting stats. I would freeze this for next turn, and I would... what would I even do this turn? What should I do? Something... Honestly, you're probably going to get sold after I level you for the potential of getting a future. So... like, we're not losing the next 2 turns in a row, let me tell you that much. Because there's nothing that can beat, like, this. Garlic Doorhead Ant with 9 attack can mow down almost every team that I see over here. Like, the only downside is I could put you here instead, maybe, but... let's be honest, I don't think that's really necessary. I think the rice investment's a good play. The rice bolt. The onigiri. I don't know, my Japanese pronunciation is... excuse me, my Japanese pronunciation is very off. I don't know how to get it correct. There's like it's a part of a trick as well, I guess. It's kind of, people who speak a certain language, the phonetics just don't appear for some people, you know? Like, if you've never spoken more than one language, I mean, I have, so it doesn't apply to me, but if you are one of those people, okay, hold on, let's plan accordingly. You're definitely getting sold for you. Now, the question is, what do we want? Pie is nice, just as an immediate bonus. I would like... I would not really like any of these, but I think I would probably... I'll take a... should I take a panther? Or should I take a vulture? I don't really want either of them, actually. Let me just roll. Like, let's be honest with each other and let's not play games. A temporary hawk seems reasonable enough to me. We're not gonna keep it around, so I'm not gonna freeze a pineapple, but... okay, maybe we keep it around, you know. Maybe that's... nah, let's not commit to it. Let's not commit to it. We'll keep the pie frozen, though. Level 2 penguin is a good, like, stability for our team. Even though this rhino, it kind of needs the monkey to have the impact that I'm trying to give it, but I'll give it a pie and we'll see how it goes for the time being. Successful, actually, in giving me exactly what I'm looking for. What is the... oh, I sniped you with my hawk. I was wondering, how did you end up on 1 health there? But you know what, this is reasonable. Let's give you the stats that you deserve. I don't know what to look for at this point, to be honest. I mean, that's pretty nice. Both of those are fairly decent. We're getting you close to level 3, and once chocolate shows up in the shop, that's just a reasonable expectation, I think. Hawk back here is actually just a free kill, because the stuff you put in your background, you're not gonna have 7, like, you know what I mean? All these people are putting Scorpion in slot 4 people, they're screwed, right? I got questions about this dog. How'd you get it so huge? I guess I will never know the answer. And see, this is where you get punished for the mid-game strats. By the way, praying mantis is not gonna work, right? Like, there's no... you have a level 2 goldfish? That's how I know. You have to refactor your team on turn 5 and 6. Huge. You know? Okay, that was kind of scuffed, but it worked exactly, like, the outcome was correct, even if the input was, you know, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Okay, out of everything, I would like you to level first. I would keep you frozen around because you're gonna replace this eventually. This is good, right? Because then I can sell the hawk next turn for the cat. We can get a level 3 Doorhead Ant because that kind of keeps us ahead of the curve. This rhino it never took off, but it's good enough. Like, to get a picture of the kind of teams we're up against. These people, like, how can you, no, but like, look at my team, right? How do you end up with this team this far into the game? Your highest health and attack is 5-6. Like this guy, he's cooking, right? We see it eye to eye. I'm looking at him through the monitor. I'm saying this guy knows what he's doing. But you do not. At least this guy is like unorthodox scaling. You have a level 2 wasp, you have cow, you have praying mantis. Something is being cooked, I don't know what. You know? So I respect the Silk Moth, you know. I'm not always familiar with its game. Okay, you can't even get through my Doorhead Ant, that's fine. Okay, we would like to sell you. We would like immediately to get this cat to level 2. Maybe we even want a monkey. Maybe we just want insane scaling, delusional scaling. Scaling so large, it's problematic. Okay. Do I want a level 3 Silk Moth? Not really, I would rather roll for a level 3 cat, to be honest. I'll consider the monkey, but I think it may be overkill. If we're being real about it. Oh yeah, also the level 2 here allows the penguin to spread the love, as it were. Okay, now we gotta start buying a bunch of foods. We gotta start buying sushi and tacos, and we just gotta start sending those. Level 2 cat, very, very respectable. The wide scaling. I mean, this rhino is like falling off hard, but okay, your backline is so weak that I could eliminate you even if you manage that insanely large woodpecker. Fair enough. I mean, what am I to say? Okay. You should take a melon. You're our strongest soldier, you know? I would purchase the taco. And honestly, let's just go crazy and ensure our survival for like years to come, you know? Let's just start buffing the rhino regardless. Because these guys are going to get guaranteed buffs, and then these guys are going to get guaranteed buffs, because now I have 2 level 2 targets, so I don't need to worry about selling the Silk Moth. Only problem is the Doorhead Ant does prevent Pretzel, but Pretzel Cat is still like, it's like bugged out, right? Because then it doesn't, this double doesn't stack with this triple, so you don't get like a 6x bonus, like a 12-12 single food buff, which would otherwise be the case if the math checks out in the way that I assumed it would, but it doesn't. So I mean, that's fine. I have no stress in making a temporary downgrade because these squads are so pathetic. Like this is laughably bad. I respect the attack on that unit, but you don't. What the hell is going on out there? Anyway, give me valuable. I don't have the gold to spend. This is tough. This is tough. What do I want to do with this squad? Let's freeze this and buy the sushi. And honestly, at this point, I'm out here buying pretzels because they give me a choice as to who to target. That's the current state of the society. Don't complain about it. This rhino will get to level 2, I swear it, and then we'll be in business. Level 2 rhino, I mean, we're winning already, so we don't need it, but the fact that you've got a melon helmet and with 2 turns left and you're on 1 life, your optimism is misplaced, because one of those turns is going to be against me, and you know you're losing that fight because you just can't win it. Like, this is the strategy, the anti-woodpecker strat. Everyone's kind of deluded into thinking the woodpecker's the only way forward, but okay, I don't know what you thought you were cooking here. Like, there's some serious delusion at play. You almost had me with a combo, but I mean, it's self-explanatory, really. That first place was just the easiest. Like, there was no stress whatsoever. I had to, you know, be boastful, really, but I mean, that's just, ooh, snail. No, what does that put me in? Still at the top 2%? Honestly, put me in another one. Let's see if we get a back-to-back first place. Because we got one. What? You know, it's a short 16 minutes. Used to be my length of one versus, but let's up it. This time we're blessed with a full lobby, though, to be fair. So we'll see what the outcome changes. If anything, I'm not buying a horse. You got me mixed up with a different guy. There's no seahorse in this pack, so rest assured about that positioning. I could be a menacing rascal, you know? I mean, not in real life. I'm not very menacing, but, you know, in games. Isn't that the whole purpose of video gaming? To provide an escape route for those? I mean, let's not get existential here. I mean, listen. There's nothing... Just because it's true doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. I mean, all media is escapism. Is that true? Am I just speaking words? Maybe that's true, maybe that's not true. I don't know. Every second you spend, you're reading some like convoluted, unrelated thing. It's escapism. You've been named an escapism person instead of you just reading like, I don't know, tax law. You're like, oh no, that's escapism now. Okay. Let's run it. It doesn't matter really what the outcome of this is, so let's just keep it as it is. We're looking for levels. Maybe we'll try woodpecker. I still think there's no reason to branch away from what we know. What we know is the Doorhead Ant is king. And what we also know is scaling late game destroys everything else. And apparently we're the only person ever to realize this so far, because it's no stress, really. You can have that win. It's a delivery present, you know? Perfectly reasonable. Okay, now I would sell you just to give you the buff that you deserve. I would just go absolutely crazy with the faint buff trigger pets. I would absolutely get to Doorhead Ant, but the question is, what do I do instead? This is tricky, you know, because I could sell and buy, because I think that's the smarter play, right? To sell and buy. I think the logical play here is to do this, because I could sell you, but since I've already bought an apple into you, I'm gonna try and keep you around a little bit longer. I think this is the order we want, so that you faint, you buff this, you go up front and buff yourself more, and then this is just kind of a little cheeky combo at the back. Or bonus. For a turn 3, this is like magnificent. This is about the best you could offer. The only real thing that could defeat us is like a charged up superpower moth. By the way, these moths, they don't really look like a moth. Maybe the big ones, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Some people find those things cute. Maybe those are. I'll give you credit. Those are probably the cutest bug. If you have to designate a bug out there to be cute, that's probably the one. But you know, I'm just surrounded by bugs down here in Australia. I'm not gonna. You know what? Just take the pill now. Why am I freezing it? You can just put the resources exactly where you want them. Replace you. Don't mind if I do. Do I even... Yeah, roll me for levels, actually. What am I talking about? I could just pill you now again, to be honest. And then we can put, like, a spider up front, but that seems kind of pointless. Let's use our resources properly. Okay, this time we are setting up for a level. Don't mind if I do, to be honest, because that seems pretty useful. We'll keep the pill frozen. Because this is like the interim scaling, you know? This is like, and I know technically we missed out on a level by pilling the first one, but how could you have known, you know? It's the curse of information. What's that quote? The unknown unknowns, the known unknowns. It's like four categories of things, where I guess those three, and then someone came up with the unknown knowns. They just to fill in the quadrant, you know? Forget the quote, it was some like US Army government official guy. Stuff like that. Meaningful, I'm sure. This is tough, but it's, again, early losses mean very little. Okay, give me a level and keep it snappy. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Combine me and level me up here. I would take a Gario just for the ultimate benefits, the immediate benefits of getting one free kill. I can't pill anything now, because then we'll be down a squad. I mean, just for the time being, give me a bit of bonus gold, and we'll keep Garlic around for when we level you up and use you. This is like exactly what we want in our shop anyway. There's nothing else that we would really like, so that's fine. Level 2 Silk Moth benefiting the Doorhead Ant plus the Flamingo stats. That's the Foam Sword. I think this is like a safe, you know, safety net if I want to use tautology. Tautology, I believe, not tautology. It's a fun word. It's kind of similar to oxymoron in some abstract sense, maybe not in a concrete sense. What am I waffling about? Don't worry about it. Why did you... I see, maybe that's pointless actually. Why am I complimenting your decision? That's a terrible choice. Okay. Perfectly valid result. We'll take the extra gold. Thank you very much. To do that, we're setting up for a level. If anything else, I would honestly just sell you now. We'll keep a woodpecker around temporarily. You know what? Perfect time to freeze you, because there's no better time. I would just spend my resources, because we've been doing a lot of rolling and I would like some efficiency. Yes, that doesn't work the way I think it works. For one turn, is it a big deal if that doesn't work? Because I can't put you up front. Well, maybe I can actually. Maybe that's perfectly fine for one turn to do an inefficiency. We'll let it slide, because then the buffs go in the right direction, you know. Oh wait, no, but then the Silk Moth doesn't buff the unit that I want. God damn it. That was too many moving parts in that turn. Wait, I'll accept the loss. Okay, never mind. We don't even need to worry about it, because we were perfect. We were too strong, in fact. So we self-sabotaged, and it didn't even affect our chances. Okay, give me a level. I would take a cow. Immediately I would. Let's pill you for the buffs. Let's purchase that cow. Didn't need that garlic, really. Don't give me latency issues. Thank you very much. I would give up on the woodpecker. It's a good time to do so. And I would purchase a skunk. I would consider garlic for the time being. I would say garlic's really what I'm looking for right now. Honestly, nothing else is really that impressive to me, but I don't see a reason to purchase garlic necessarily. Can't have you at the front. I'll put you at the front just so we get the Doorhead Ant benefit. There's no other reason. You have the highest attack out of my kind of leftover units. These guys are my, you know, powerful duo. And it's because if you have strong early game consistent units like this, it's easier to keep it consistent, like from run to run, you know? Because you can roll more often earlier and guarantee them, rather than late game you have to kind of risk it for the whatever, the biscuit. some would say. Okay, that was very close, but we actually won. I'm surprised. I thought that would be like a draw at best, but apparently everything is perfectly fine. Do I really want to? Do I really want to level? Do I really want to? Fine. I mean, come on. I mean, that's a logical choice. That's also a logical choice. We're getting a lot of logical decisions being made here. Now, see, look. When you plan things out, that's when it's like controlled luck. You know what I mean? Like I could have not gotten the rhino that time, but this time I didn't get like 2 penguins, right? But instead, I got flamingos and I killed them and I still got stats. And I got a cow and I still got stats. I didn't get the monkey that I could have potentially used, you know? And now we've got a skunk instead of, you know, whatever. Yeah, we've got skunk instead of penguin, but that's still a useful unit, you know? We got Gario instead, that's still a useful unit. Now, obviously, if our level up choice had been like praying mantis or platypus, that would have been maybe rough, but then we would have been forced to commit to a praying mantis build. Let's not, you know, we can't account for the worst possible luck, but we can account for like average luck and how to control it and be the master of it, you know? That's the secret to Super Auto Pets, really. Okay, this guy's got the secrets down as well, so respect to you. So we would like you to level. If anything else, I would like a monkey. That's the scaling of choice. Now this level 2 skunk is really gonna put in some work as well, and this rhino is gonna. Now we have also natural rhinos. Do I want any of these instead? Not really, to be honest with you. Level 2 rhino immediately looking very delicious to me. Level 3 skunk is also valid, but level 2 rhino is probably more. Level 2 monkey. What am I thinking? Of course, level 2 monkey. That's just a better choice. So we can get our rhino really delusionally statted up, and we'll be fine. You know, that's the okay. Well, whatever's going on down here with these 1 life Andes, these losers, absolute losers. I mean, literally, they're losing in game. You know, I'm not being toxic. I'm just saying they're losing. So what am I gonna really talk about except their loss? If we get back-to-back first players, by the way, this is just further proof that the rating system needs to be changed back to how it was. Just because, like, it just doesn't make sense, does it? Right? Like, I want to be able to jump right into a game where I'm going up against people that know what they're doing. Even if this is perfectly great, right? Like, I could enjoy beating up noobs all day, every day. Like, put me in, like, back at this over 1 right now in CS, and I'll just farm everyone. That's perfectly reasonable, you know? With a level 2 rhino there, we just cleaned our entire squad off, by the way, just to inform you. And I respect the existence of that big statted dog, but there's no impact to be found there. Okay. Give me 1 roll and put me there, because you're closer to a level anyway. And now we can just get you to level 2, and I mean, what else do we have nothing else really we want to do. Our squad is at like, unless we get someone else with the exact same like trajectory, which it seems like no one's got like a cat yet. You're the only person who could beat me. And I say this because if you sell your penguin for a cat and you level the cow, then you've got like the nuclear scaling immediate benefits where I could be outpaced easily if you survive long enough to get it underway. Now the problem with your nuclear scaling is that I have a level 2 skunk. Now the level 2 skunk will cancel out your nuclear scaling, so you'll need to scale wide, and as a result of you scaling wide, it will take a lot more turns for that effect to happen. So you've got to kind of deal with those eventualities, of course, but I mean, this is just like the world's weakest backline you could possibly ask for. Now, I know I've got a fairly weak backline myself, but like, it's not comparable. We are not the same. Okay, I will take a level 3 just for the sake of it, you know? Now, honestly, this is a roll for levels moment. Melon on the rhino, exactly what we need. Level 2 rhino, cat is tempting. Oh, level the doorhead ant, it's probably a reasonable choice to do so. Cat is very tempting. I could sell the skunk for a cat, but I don't think that's not necessary because everything else here is pretty good. I could sell the silk moth for a cat. I think I will, in fact. Call me crazy, but it's a good idea. Okay, level. Okay, come on now. Level. We exact. Our next turn is planned out perfect, right? We level you. We put the melon on you, and we just don't even worry about the rest of what's going on in this game. Because it's not really our problem anymore. You know? Some would say, why pivot off this silk moth? But honestly, why not? Reasonable choice. We're hedging our bets in some ways. Because if we're already beating people and we make a temporary downgrade to improve our team, how could we stop ourselves? How could anyone stop us? Okay, well, we got the, as I said, see, look, I'm scripting their plans, but I'm countering their plans. This is the next level strat. Okay, level you, put a melon on you. That's a stopgap measure. Leveling you is fine. A pretzel, how phrase a pretzel is because it's targeted stats onto you, you know, that's like perfectly fine by me. I don't know what I would really like. I mean, not this turn, but like in the future. Leveling the cat is a priority of sorts. Of course, we are perpetually increasing the scariness of this rhino. Like, even this turn, we just upgraded it, supercharged, big tier, you know? Like, this team stands no chance, this team stands no chance, this team stands a chance long term, and it's the only team that could do so. If you level that cow, you're in for a treat. We're in for a battle, put it that way, you know? Oh, I was not familiar with your game. Maybe I won't even come first, actually. I think I just need food, to be honest. Is this a good time to just supercharge with food? I'm not gonna buy the cow. That's not really gonna give me what I want. Do I wanna? Okay, this is tough. Because I can risk it on a roll right now. Now we're in a precarious position, alright? Oh, this is tough. Honestly, give me the guaranteed +8 health to get you to max health. And then just roll me. Yeah. I think that's the best decision with the information that we had. Not knowing what comes next, you know? That's pretty good to me. Now, hopefully there was another loss, not just my opponent. Okay, I'm the only one to win. Top 3 is fine, I guess, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for now. This is tricky. What do I do with this turn? I can get a level 3 Doharant. Does that really improve my team? No, Taco does. I think I'm right in choosing the Taco. I think we want a level on the Rhino, if anything else. I'll keep these frozen, but out of everything, I would like a level 3 Rhino, because then we're guaranteed a kill, but the extra damage actually does add up against our opponents, so I think this is actually what we want to do. And I think we want to keep buffing your attack, just to guarantee kills. Because I think we're in the end game now, let's not... If we were on 4 life each, I would swap the scaling to get an even playing field, but we're not in that position right now. We'll see if the gamble paid off. We didn't end up buying that many foods to benefit from the cat, so you could argue it didn't, but I think we gained an aggregate benefit more appreciable than the silk moth was giving us anyway. So let's see. Okay, I mean, this guy... Fair game, fair game. I didn't have my backline scaling. We didn't get back-to-back first place, but we fought someone else who knows what they're doing, and they hit us with the counter pick, which is the walrus for the peanuts. I can only give... See, look, that I'm already top 1%, and I played 3 games. you know how long it took me to get and maintain top 1% in like normal, right? You do know, because I've got the videos. You see it, right? There's just revert it, you know? Just revert it. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna keep playing, don't get me wrong. So anyway, it's been Backpack Bryan. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe, etc. Everything helps the algorithm. The numbers are beneficial to me. They keep me sane. That's a joke. Or is it? Anyway, enjoy.